Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3. Wasn't planning it on doing it exactly after. Coming up, I booked some therapy following some issues I've been having. I'm going to go to my therapy now soon. Put on some armor. Also, I changed up the music. I thought this song actually works fairly well, even though it's a lot less like cyberpunky. It's just a good song in general. What? Okay, that brings up a number of... Do they have a flame bow? That's impressive. Therapy. No one seems available right now. Maybe I should go make an announcement. Maybe. Let me make an announcement. Oh, well, guess there's no therapist present. Oh, no, not that guy. No, oh, God. Oh, no. Set up a way to kill him. Lompy's been a dissident, no problem. So my plan is, I'm gonna come up with...
That hurt. Who did that?
Oh, you survived.
I happen to be quite a stubborn liver. How are you doing?
Oh, that's awkward. Hello. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting you either. But I guess when we're here... let's get this over with. It's always nice to have a chat. Didn't expect you to need therapy. Thought you were the type of person to just...
Just?
have more material. So, what troubles you then? I'm a therapist. I gotta be professional and stuff.
Well... You see... I've been troubled by a few things.
People or like actual like mental problems?
Both to an extent.
I guess that's true.
Yes. You've been quite the trouble, I'll say.
Talk about.
What do you wanna have some order to this?
Some order.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
I wouldn't know. Never had it.
That's what you demand.
Isn't there some great quote about how, like, being the dictator is getting anarchy for you and, like, tyranny for everyone else or something like that?
I don't think I've heard one like that, no.
I think it exists.
I'll just take your word for it.
Yes. Well, I think I have a few problems, and I think it's starting to maybe affect the quality of my rules.
Sleep schedule.
I guess we'll start from the beginning.
Alright.
I grew up a fairly, I suppose, normal childhood. It would have been a long ways from here. In, yeah, Redwood. I didn't exactly have the best father figure, I'll say. And, you know, as a kid, I think that's when you started to see a lot of very antisocial tendencies, if that makes sense.
Yeah, all right. It's in that sort of situation.
Yeah.
So what do you think your father was the root of all this? Would you blame him?
I don't think about him that much nowadays.
I guess you have much more to think about.
Yeah, he wasn't that present. He mostly
Good to
just
keep
drank
him
a lot.
busy. Oh.
Yes.
An absent/deadbeat father figure, yeah?
Yes. I would have, really didn't like him very much, to be honest with you.
Reasonable.
But, you know, as a young kid, I would have thought about hurting him or killing him, or a lot of stuff like that. I began, you know, at a certain point it went from, you know, just thinking it wasn't really enough. So, that would have been when I... Yes, I just felt very, you know, violently. I wasn't doing too well in school either.
Frustrations all around just made you decide to take it out on a source of stress.
Yeah, but I couldn't. So instead I just focused on, you know, small creatures. Random neighborhood cats and dogs and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So, my pet cat, Thomas Jefferson, was, I think I would have been 8 by that point. Yes, from there I had a fairly, I guess, unremarkable, high school years. I was definitely slightly less in a bad position. I would have gotten out of that, and I took some of the, what would have happened? My father would have died around that time, liver failure. The one good thing he did is I got quite a bit of his inheritance. Honestly, not sure how he got that.
Hey, what's that other word for the thing that, like, where you can't feel emotions?
Psychopathy?
No, the other one.
Sociopathy?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. You think a therapist would know that?
I mean, you seem someone noteworthy, so I was taking notes.
No. Well, I bet they hired you for your looks.
That's why I have to keep the mask on.
I wouldn't mind you taking it off, to be honest.
Oh, you don't want that.
Maybe I don't.
That hurt.
Anyways, from there on, I would have taken his, collection of, just alcohol in general and started a bit of a business.
A business?
A bar.
Oh.
Yes, this would have been in... Have you ever heard of, Sacramento?
No.
Yes.
I do not happen to remember.
Oh, no, it's very far away from here. I would have, started a bar there, the Sarsaparilla Saloon. It was, it was relatively successful, I'll be honest. Not the world's most enjoyable, but, about the best I can expect.
From a bar? It didn't exactly quench any ambitions, yeah?
Yes, actually, interestingly enough. But...
It quit. Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you repeat that?
So it quenched some ambitions then? Yeah, there was
No.
something that felt satisfying about the job?
Well, there was some success. What is she doing?
Don't worry about them.
Fair enough. Well...
It's mostly soundproofed, I think. Actually, you're the one who made it, so I wouldn't know.
Yes. Well, nonetheless, I would have had some, I guess over the time some interesting people would show up there. It was somewhat prominent.
It was interesting meeting all sorts of faces out in the world.
Yes, I learned a lot there about the world in general. I would have met some... There was, like, kind of an old sailor type who would very regularly attend the bar. He would call himself Captain Kilroy, though as far as I know that wasn't his name at all. Wasn't his name, it was actually his first notable action.
Alright.
Yeah, but...
Did that action happen in the bar, or...?
Oh, no. I have no clue the legitimacy of that story. Sounds like the kind of weird thing you would make up.
Oh. So would you say this person was of any emotional importance to you?
I would. I quite enjoyed their presence. They definitely, I think they would have been in the Navy for a bit. They definitely inspired a lot of my leadership qualities, for better or for worse.
Oh.
Either way, obviously it was nice to, have some money and stuff, but it wasn't, like, super successful. It was just enough to kind of, like, pay to keep the electricity running and,
Just a living wage.
Yeah. I guess I've never been interested in money for just, having stuff or for money or any of that. It's always been the power of money that's kind of gotten me.
The what?
The power of money.
It's more of a power rush.
Yes. This, Anyways, this Kilroy fellow, he was into smuggling.
Oh.
I didn't mind. We, made a deal on that.
Bars are usually a hub for some sort of smuggling, as well as the Navy is.
Yeah, portside bar. It would be used as kind of a hub for that for a while. I definitely got my hands involved in that a bit. Quite
a amount of money. Probably some trouble came along with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I've seen quite some interesting things smuggled. Ever heard of the Hell Mural?
No. Sounds like it's important.
Yeah, it's supposed to drive people insane when they look at it.
You look at it?
Oh, I looked at it.
Oh.
Yes, I, don't think I'm insane. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Either way, moving on, from there, I would have, having some more money and influence, began going into some other things. I started a newspaper, just some general things along those lines.
Small jobs from every now and then.
Yeah, just small businesses, mostly just investing it. But I was definitely starting my more, business-oriented things.
You were going out into the business world. Does it seem to be the most interesting thing?
Yes, yes. As far as my understanding, that was kind of the way to the top.
Ah. What you were looking for was power, and you
Yeah,
kept searching to find it. Not the
yeah.
power of being physically stronger than somebody, but being able to exert your own power over other people,
Yeah,
or use
yes.
other people's power.
Yes, I would say so. And I wouldn't mind exerting some power over you.
Maybe if you try harder. I'm not exactly one who's easy to get.
Hmm. Sad. Where was I? Anyways, there would have been, around that time, a bit of a war in my home country. To sum it up, it's kind of like most places in history where it's always, you got kind of the country on the east, and then to the west there's, the mountains, and that's where the barbarians and whatnot are. So it would have been like that. There was a bit of a war. I kind of...
A bit of political strife, the good and the bad all mixed together in one country.
Yes, they would have been attacking an ally, so we intervened to do some fighting in the mountains against the, the barbarians. Do you know of Teddy Roosevelt?
The name rings a bell. I haven't
Yes.
studied into them too much, though.
Yes, he was, I don't know what he did or where he's from, but he would have started kind of a company that was loosely connected to the army that, did some fighting, but mostly they were very much just like a public figure thing. Like, just propaganda, this very, like, romanticized military unit he ran.
I see.
I kind of...
More to maintain a public figure than to actually win the war.
Yeah. I was, kind of inspired by that. And
hiding the atrocities behind it.
How atrocities, those are the best parts of wars. No, I was kind of inspired by that, and I tried to do a similar thing using my newspaper. And battles themselves, I would have been in 2 battles, the first and second of Reno. They were both very messy and very inconclusive, but obviously, when I'm the one paying the editors and writers, like, battle can be however you want it to be. So I did some time there. I would have gone into the, I did that. The war ended. I went more into politics after that. Would have been fairly young at the time. That would have been sometime in the 2000s.
Yeah. So, I'm guessing you might have caused a bit of public disturbance being quite a young political figure?
No, I was definitely impressive. I think I was the youngest ever. To sum it up, the way the country was governed is there was like a council of like 8 people, and then there was the leader. And the leader wasn't elected, but the council was elected, and the council had a lot of the real power. Funny enough, I actually...
So the leader was able to do things, but the council had to make sure that they didn't do anything bad.
Yeah, funny enough, that's actually what I originally was gonna base this country's government on.
Until you realized that they might just get in the way?
It's a bit more complicated, but I'll get to that. To sum it up, that happened. Oh, my train of thought. You're so distracting. What was I? Oh yeah, the council. The council would have, I would have been on it. I was, I think, Minister of Economics.
That suits you. Being someone who is in the money game for so long.
Yeah. I did some good things. I got a Federal Reserve. I got the money flowing, but it's just such a... I don't know.
Brag?
It's just... Yeah, I think that was my first real depressive episode. Would have
It
been,
just didn't feel fulfilling.
yeah, I achieved it, and it just was, there was nothing I could really do. I think um, my final action before I got, had to resign was, abolishing the position.
Oh, you had to do it yourself?
Yeah, I abolished the position right before my term limit ran out because I felt it was just completely
Unneeded?
useless. The lag. Where were we?
You were talking about how you abolished the position of economics?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I
Why
abolished.
did you go after that?
Well, by that point, obviously, I didn't have the bar. I've sold that. The smuggling business was,
Not very profitable? Kind of too
well,
much?
I couldn't do much considering, I'd been separated with my old acquaintances. The bar was gone, I didn't have the newspaper anymore. I got rid of that. I kind of bet it all on politics, and then I didn't like it. So that would have been where the mercenary work came in.
A mercenary?
Yeah, I got together my
That's quite a far reach from where you were.
It was, but I got together my old, group and started putting advertisements out. And quite frankly, we didn't really end up ever actually succeeding that much. Eventually, it mostly fell apart. So, this would have been when something, finally, after a bunch of, small jobs and just, protect this person, or, secure this economic resource, or, very boring things. You'd expect it to be cool. It really isn't.
Tedious.
Yeah, but then it changed. Have you ever heard of, what was his name? Glacier?
I don't remember much past a certain point. I happen to have amnesia.
Oh, maybe you'll forget all of this.
Oh no, one-time amnesia. I don't know what happened before a certain point. To me, I just woke up and I was here. Though there was quite a bit of story in between that.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you. I'm... Okay, continue on with your story.
The long winding story that is going somewhere.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, from there...
We're almost to the point...
I'm sorry, you cut out. Where were we?
The point where you... what was it? You hit it big in the mercenary business?
Oh, well, yeah, I got a pretty good offering. It was from,
Glacier.
No, it wasn't actually, interestingly enough. So to sum it up, E. Chavez, who would call himself United NATO, he was dealing with, kind of a extremist problem led by this Glacier individual, who was, doing some pretty bad things to his country overall. So I got called in. It would have been very far away to NATO fellow deal with that. And I successfully worked with him. We reclaimed the country. We did all of that. We dealt with, the rebel extremist group. And my plan was to leave. My plan was just to go back home and do stuff, but I didn't have much back at home. So I instead chose to stay with this, NATO fellow.
And he led you somewhere interesting, I assume.
Oh, it led me down a very, 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 very interesting path. So to sum it up, his, nation had been destroyed, but he was still the leader of his people. He still needed something to do. The Mexican Republic. So we did kind of an exodus, and went quite a few miles southward into, the jungle, where he and I would work together to form a new nation. It was, still the Mexican Republic, but kind of rebuild it and whatnot. He and I was very close to him, but I think to some extent he was very much able to start to catch on to some of my, interests in power after a while.
Power?
Yes. I'm gonna skip over most of my time there, because it wasn't really relevant. To sum it up, I built up the nation with him, people moved there, I, prevented a coup, got made the second in command, yada yada yada. At a certain point, he needed, we were visited by a foreign businessman. TJ.
Oh.
He was interested, with the rapid growth, he was kind of interested in tapping the market. And I mean, I had experience in business. I kind of did
So you were quite invaluable there.
Yeah, I kind of did some insider trading, to be honest, to get a good deal. And he, myself, and 3 other people, Flarebreaker, Blue Jay, and Tim Tim, would become the 5 founding members of what would be known as the 5 Leaf Corporation.
Oh.
Yeah. From there, we built the place up, we did that, and I grew very close to TJ. I would end up working with him on a new location, and we built the tower at spawn, and after that it was kind of just a snowball effect where the business kept growing, and by a certain point, kind of everything on this whole island was with a 5-leaf corp sticker on it. I would have ended up as president of Mexico.
Quite immense. Well, I guess that's what happens when you gather skillful members, from what I've heard of these profiles of people.
Yeah. I really wonder... Well, I think by now it's only just me.
Yeah, I could tell that much.
Anyone else relevant is, gone.
By your choice?
Either by mine or by theirs.
Ah.
To sum it up, from there, I would have... Yeah, I would have, had all of that. And obviously my interest just kind of moved towards the next thing. There was a very brief war over, the heads and whatnot, and it was a very messy political thing, but to sum it up, I was, briefly commanded some troops in that. And following it, the decision was made that in order to prevent future conflict, a world government would be made. So, me being me, I obviously kind of wanted the presidency of that, but it was pretty clear that it was kind of leaning towards my friend TJ. To sum it up, during that election, I'm not proud of what I did. I genuinely feel some remorse over this. I kind of had to, throw him under the bus. I, pretty significantly marketed it as, him being... It's very ironic. I marketed it as him, planning on becoming a dictator and, being authoritarian and all this stuff. And by doing that, I just barely won, but, he didn't recover from that.
It's a bit hard to recover from that sort of thing.
No. He, after the election results were decided, I never saw him again. Nobody did.
Do you think that is due to the slander you did, or
yes,
something else?
I believe that's the case.
All right.
To be fair, who knows? If he was still alive, maybe he'd be hailed for attempting to become a dictator. How morals change. Either way, from that point onward, I was president. I tried to set it up, like I said, like the country I hailed from. I think after that I would have, set up a council and all that, but the council never did anything.
So you got rid of them?
Yeah, at a certain point, I didn't even, they were not, half of them weren't even showing up, so it was no big change. I just got rid of them, and I became the one in power. That would have been when I think I started having, episodes, psychotic episodes. I, just occasionally would see things that weren't there, or just feel like I had a compulsion to, kill. Or...
Do you think this stemmed from your childhood? Or...
I mean, what doesn't?
I guess. Some habits carry from your childhood to your adulthood.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is it possible that you suppressed what you were thinking for that many years? Possibly a habit from the past resurging.
Maybe. That's quite possible. By that point, I would have achieved, I think, the most power possible. There was, I think, only 2 countries that are still, not 2, but there's not, I have general control over the vast majority of the known world. So, that, I guess that craving to have more power still exists, but I don't really, obviously until the whole dimension thing was discovered, I didn't have much of an outlet for that, so I just kind of moved on.
Well, I think this therapy session is up. Of course, the charge is free because you're the CEO, but you have quite an interesting story.
I not pay for it. Here, have some money.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Yes. World's most interesting exposition.
I'd love to hear it again. Like, not right now, though. That was quite a bit to...
Was that sarcasm?
No, I would love to hear it again, but, not specifically right now, because I think I'd have to take a mental break to absorb all that first. Although I'm supposed to be the one listening to is, don't look at the roof. Have a nice day.
Oh, you too. So sad that I'm gonna have to kill him. When he finishes the portal, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, that was an interesting exposition stream, and what is... Okay, let's end the stream there.
Hello? Ow. Ow, what? What's that over?
Oh, hello. I'm gonna... Hello?
You must be the Emperor.
Yes, I am. So, anyways, what did you hear?
Oh, that's a weapon. Fun. Gonna be honest, I kind of just heard exposition.
That was the entire, like, 36 minutes and 49 seconds of that.
You kept a clock.
Sorry, what now? You cut out.
You kept a clock on that?
Clock? Oh yeah, I kept a clock.
Interesting. It's a nice tower you got here.
Yeah. It can be yours for $5.
I don't have $5.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of saddening.
Well, that's good, because I was lying.
Yeah, I could tell. Aerial view of everything. Lovely skylight.
What was that?
I said a nice aerial view of everything.
Not you. I heard something. Oh, Lompy. Is like someone else with us. Where are the beams? There's supposed to be beams. There they are. Okay.
But I mean, yeah, you have this entire tower to yourself. It's a very nice tower.
Oh yes. Do you want to rent the floor?
Not really now.
Oh.
I don't think I'm allowed to by committee. Is your throne up here?
Oh, yes.
What's this made out of?
This is my main one. This is just like for dinner parties.
Where'd your mask go?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Business as
Never fully dressed without a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the reason there's so many mushrooms in that.
I could barely hear you. You are completely.
Well, to be fair, that just makes it better, doesn't it?
Yeah, that just makes it more like reasonable. Just puts on the mask. Charlie Brown moment.
Yeah, I actually was the voice actor for every adult in Charlie Brown.
Oh, that zombie just jumped from the roof.
How well lit up is it?
Don't exactly know.
Oh, invisible spiders. Those are rare.
Oh, funky.
Not
I hate it whenever my spiders turn into... Alright, well, guys, end of the SMP. Emperor's dead.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're gonna have to move on to Wild Rift
gotta move
SMP
on.
now.
Yeah, we gotta move on to the new SMP. Emperor died. That's the end.
Yeah. Hey guys, remember to like and subscribe.
Remember to like and subscribe. I'm sorry.
And subscribe for more.
Smash that bell for epic content.
God, I can't lie to them that badly.
Wait, what?
Could you?
Hi YouTube. Could
you say?
Hi YouTube. Oh, I don't have a bed. Oh, that's
Oh.
your stuff.
No,
you can just
do, like,
teleport to me.
Just do like /.
You know, this roof is a very nice place to sleep. Oh, I just screwed it up. There you go. Ooh. There's your stuff right there, all not conveniently not placed on the roof.
Thank you.
So, I mean, this is your tower. You kind of seem to have all the power here.
Well, I assume so.
You also had all this cake lying around. I guess your banquet didn't go as planned, did it?
Oh, yeah. I just have that there, like, right now for decoration, just in case there's, like, a new banquet.
Good cake, though. Who made it?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, the cake? I have, someone. Demi. I could have sworn I saw someone around. Oh?
Huh. Guess it was just the wind. Guess it was the wind!
Guess it was just the wind, Stream.
Just the wind, guys. Don't worry about it.
Man, this is a really windy.
You're on the bucket trick.
Like, you know, leaves entire life up to water bucket clutch. It feels water bucket clutch. Guess it was just the wind.
Yeah, guys, Emperor Max is dead and Lompy's dead, so...
Yeah, new canon developments. Literally everybody's dead.
Yeah, Angela, you're now the main character.
Ah, well then, that progressed very quickly. I didn't even mean for that one. Oh, that's a zombie. I'm gonna swim back up for a sec. So is this like your secretary's office?
No, not exactly.
Whose office is this then?
An old friend.
Alright.
Oh man, these employees, they're always getting
These employees, they just keep going and, like, honestly, they keep complaining about their wage. It's just so annoying.
This is, yeah, let's just ignore him. He's probably had too much coffee. Oh, look, it's the other balcony that everyone forgets about.
It's the other balcony everybody forgets about, but I realized existed.
Well, no, I mean, I built the balcony. I think it was originally supposed to end here.
But you kept biggering up. You kept going bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Till it went all the way to the sky.
Yeah,
I want to be here anymore. Oh, frick, that employee is still there.
I didn't really leave.
Aha, that fool. Oh, that's a drowned. Uh-oh. That's an actual danger. All right.
He just, like, looks at me for a second and then goes back to going after you.
Dang it, I'm too simpable.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, you're
I'm
now
not... I'm legally required. It's kinda just that.
This drowned is just, like, spinning around in the elevator, ignoring me and going after you.
I could just, like, honestly, this man is just following me.
Yeah, you've got a stalker.
Oh, I've got two now. There's another one coming by.
Oh.
Who let the water fall off on the side of the thing? Gosh.
This is
We need to fix the plumbing around here. This is just disastrous.
I have a strange suspicion.
Who could it possibly be?
I think it's gotta be green. I bet green.
Your
It's gotta be
suspicion
green.
is wrong.
Your suspicion is wrong. Don't worry about who's on the side of the tower. You know, I'll just say it again. Guess it was just the wind.
Oh yeah, it's just the wind. My favorite member.
Just the wind.
Yeah, my favorite
Just the
member.
wind. Wait, why is
You
the
always
entire
plan
server...
for what you're doing to be more sneaky than what you get.
You didn't think we just exit the building?
Yeah, I didn't think you just leave to the bottom floor, so I just had a big old fucking puddle going down, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
you found the water bucket clutch, so now you're being like way too safe.
Wonder with wind.
Man, you guys need to talk about more important stuff so I can, like, have a reason for spying on you besides, like, protecting my allies.
Oh, okay.
Or just making sure the DFP doesn't just go break off somewhere.
Alright, listen, I'm gonna...
I gotta make sure that DFP is in safe hands as well. That's
Alright,
another reason
I'm
again.
gonna give you this mushroom, and it's actually a bomb. Alright?
Oh, that's funky. Yeah, it's... Guess it was just the wind.
Yeah, you've gotta bring that to,
No,
Sanctuary.
water didn't fall.
Yeah,
Yes,
bring
it was
that
just
to
the
the
wind.
Sanctuary Embassy, and you'll get good payment, okay?
How much am I getting paid for that?
Is that the spruce boat?
For 10 netherite blocks. That's some good money.
Okay,
You know what else is good? Not the amount of water that's coming off this building right now.
Can you stop making my tower wet?
It's in the tower every so often. It needs to stay lubricated and fresh.
Stop
It's like
lubricating
skin.
my tower.
It's like skin. It'll start cracking up if we don't keep it wet. I'm the janitor. I'm the janitor, all right?
Who keeps messing up the plumbing around here? Yeesh.
No, I'm the janitor. I'm washing the windows with
Okay.
a whole bucket of water. Yeah, we're just kind of out of lore at this point. I've given up.
I just keep making jokes about guess it was just the wind because you keep falling to your death.
It's not. I swear I could do it like all day, like every day except for this one.
All right, here, take your mushroom back. That's it.
No, it's a bomb! Ah!
What was that fucking noise?
Guess it's just the wind.
Bucket clutch.
It was just
Did
the
it.
wind.
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Thank you for sticking with us through the stream. This
Wait,
was a very different
realize
fun than
something.
the last two.
Just pretend you didn't see me falling from everywhere.
Yeah, none of that happened.
None of that happened. The entire mushroom part, the only mushroom part that happened was probably just the confrontation and on the building. That was it. Everything else don't count it.
I have nobody to raid tonight. Sad.
Raid
Sad.
me.
Okay, then
Okay.
everybody have a good night and join my Discord because I
Do
want
that.
you to join my Discord.
I want you to join my Discord.
I want you.
You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna join your Discord.
Do it. Do it. Do it. No balls.
Bam.
Damn. It's so wet right now.
I'm so